Well, here's another episode of Road Rambling, since I can't think of anything beneficial to add to YouTube. I think I will, with VIPKid backing off my schedule little by little. I think I will come up with something. For example, this evening, I'll have some time to think of some stuff. And tomorrow night too, actually. Actually, today, I have a Mandarin class. I bought a package of 5 Mandarin classes. You can buy 5 for $55. Some kind of deal, because if you bought 5 individually, it'd have been like $60, I think. So I saved $5. And then there's a $5 coupon that iTalki was running because it was their anniversary. Like a whole series of coupons. You can spend $100 and save $10 or whatever. I didn't want to spend $100 on a language that just unfamiliar. I really want to keep learning Mandarin, so I just spent the $50 and got at least $50 and got $5 off. So I got 5 classes for $50 after the coupon, which is not bad. And I went home this weekend. My mom's a beautician, so it's not like I don't have access to getting a haircut. Maybe next week I'll go visit, then I can get a haircut. They can tell it's getting out of hand. Anyway, and so I got 2 more classes out of the 5. I scheduled one for this evening, for tonight at 7:30 p.m. And I got one more after that I need to schedule. And so after that one, I need to make sure that it's something I really want to continue, especially since I won't be working with Chinese families anymore. But I don't want a language hop. I want to learn a new language. I've heard Spanish my whole life, and I can understand it. You couldn't drop me off in a Spanish-speaking country. I could survive. I had to be like in Mexico. Now, if you went to a different country that spoke a dialect that was way different, I might have a little bit of issue. But yeah, I have that at 7:30. Then I have my interview I need to practice for with Engoo. It's the Japanese country, the Japanese company who I'm going to do a mock class for today. And they have a different little system going on of how they want you to run their classes. Listening to the tutorial before, they want you to ask the student in the beginning, how would you like to proceed? For example, do they want free talk? Do they want to lead the reading? Do they want me to read? Do they want to do back and forth? What do they want? How do they want to proceed today? So that looks like the student gets to guide a lot of the instruction, which that's fine with me. I'm willing to try a different system of tutoring in ESL. So it's going to be interesting. I'm not for sure if the mock class is going to have an adult there. Am I going to be teaching to just a blank? Like, I know sometimes you can, when you send a demo teaching lesson, sometimes you're just teaching to nobody. You just send a video of yourself teaching. Or is there going to be an actual kid there? I don't know. So that's going to be interesting. I need to look. They gave me the materials already. I need to look through those before I do it. I don't want to just go in there cold turkey. That's, at least want to prepare for it, because I'm not really, it's a different company, and I want to practice with that. And at the end, when you get to like the last minute, you're supposed to let them know, we have 1 more minute to go. And so you wrap up the lesson. You went over what you talked about that day, and that's when you give some suggestions for improvement. And so I'm going to have to practice all of that. It's not going to be a lot of practice, but that's the VIPKid. We didn't say how would you like to proceed today. This was the lesson, and we proceeded just like the lesson, like the teacher tips, and you could use your own flexibility, but usually the teacher took the lead, and you promoted as much of the student speaking as possible. And you just tailored the lesson to the student's need, not really saying what do you want to do today. This sounds more like a Montessori model. Here I sound like I know what the Montessori model is, but so how would you like to proceed with learning and all that? So that's going to be interesting. But I'm willing to give it a shot. And I'm going to keep looking at other companies, online distant learning companies, that I can add to my list of employment. I definitely need to replace VIPKid. I mean, I have a full-time job, and I've got the adjunct through Grand Canyon University that I do. But I like to have a good nest egg built. So that's going to be interesting. So I need to add that, and then I don't know. What's that? I don't know. I do kind of miss VIPKid. It felt kind of weird all weekend, and today and tomorrow. I don't have any classes because, again, they're not going to start their classes back until September 1st, and that's, we may get tomorrow, and VIPKid will send us an announcement saying, due to regulations, all classes can't, who knows what they'll say. Who knows what they'll say, but between now and September 1st. I'm going to start my new week here at this job. Again, I still love this job. There's some little quirks, but I think every job has its quirks, and so I'm learning their way of doing things, and I will adapt to it. So, because I think this is a job I want to keep for a while. I don't, in teaching, if you know me, you follow my teaching career, which I think probably 2% of you. Anyway, you've seen I've hopped around in my teaching career, different schools, different levels. Some by choice, some by not by choice. I've never been fired. I'm not saying I've been fired or anything like that. It's just, positions are cut or rifting or grants are cut. One job in particular, I still noticed the worst year of my teaching ever. I was a one and done in that school district because, again, I still hold that as the worst teaching job I've ever had. And if you know me personally, you can ask me. I'm not going to blurt them out on here on YouTube and bash them. There's some good people who work there, so I don't want to bash that school district. Anyway, I'm going to focus on the road. I'm getting to the part between my job and where I live that gets pretty busy on the road. Alrighty.